Hello, Kevin Doverspike, Remax Premier Realty. Kevin's talking real estate today. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be reviewing the villages of El Camino and Walnut in the city of Irvine, April 2019 versus 2020. What we're going to be reviewing is the properties active and on the market and the amount of properties sold for the month of April 2019 versus 2020, and then the average pricing and the median pricing for the same month. And then we'll touch base on the highest properties sold in Irvine so that we can kind of get a feel where we're at. But first, it's a COVID-19 update, coronavirus. We are in a changing market right now on how we're able to get people in to see properties. There are just crazy stuff out there. A lot of listings are very hesitant to actually let anybody even see some of the properties, so they're really not going to get their properties sold unless they get people in there. But we are still doing it. We're still selling properties. We're still showing properties. We are more than capable of making this happen. We're doing a lot of virtual tours, online videos. People can see the properties. I know that it's worked out well for me at this point, but we have to be safe as to what we're doing. It is extremely important. We don't want anybody catching this for any unknown reason due to our lack of knowing what we're doing. So we now have the PEAD form, which is a coronavirus form, and it's changing on an ongoing basis. And this form is just another way for us to have more paperwork. It needs to be filled out. It identifies that the COVID-19's out there, the coronavirus. If you're going into a property, how I've been doing it is you've got to sign it. Whoever's coming in, they have to have masks, gloves, and booties. We in turn ask them not to touch anything. I go in, open up the property, open up all the doors, turn on all the lights so that they can get in and take a walk through. So a little bit different than it's been in the past, but it's important that we do this and make sure that we're doing the right things. But, in my opinion, we don't have a clue about what we're doing in this pandemic. I mean, the government is trying to regulate and help and over-regulate and under-regulate and then vacillate back and forth. So one of the things that they did on April 2nd is we need to have face masks if we're going to go out in public. And prior to that, they were saying, you don't need face masks, you don't need those. And I don't know why they changed that, but they did. And things keep changing back and forth as to what you can and cannot do. But one of the things they did was they let us know on the 14th of April when the taxes were due for your property, which were due on the 10th. They let us know 4 days after that they're not going to charge you a penalty if you didn't pay on the 10th, based upon you being out of work and things of that nature because of the COVID thing. So it's important that we do some things, but I wish they could be a little bit more expedient and a little bit more timely on what they're doing on it. And then on the 23rd, Newsom signed an executive order, and an executive order allowed them to have the grocery stores be able to give you a paper bag or a plastic bag free of charge, because you can't bring in your recycled bags to be able to use and maybe bring in the virus and stuff. And then on the 24th, they allowed the EBT cards, which they're handing out to people for unemployment, not just people that are needing food stamps and the EBT cards, that they could in turn use those online, which is really different because they in turn made you use those in person so you can show identification and stuff in some cases for that to be done that way. But, one of those things, you just got to live with it. It's important everyone's safe. And let's get into the numbers as to what we're doing and what's going on here. So we look at in the villages of El Camino. We had active listings 25 in 2019. We're down to 18 in 2020, so that's down 7 units. minus 28%. Units sold are down dramatically. 10 units in 2019, only 3 in April, down 7. That's a 70% decrease. The average sale price was $736,000. It went up to $804,000, but when you only have 3 units sold, it's not a real good number to base anything on. But that was plus 9%. Median price went from $735,000 to $758,000, and that was up $23,000 for a 3% increase. And then single-family homes sold 7 versus 3. That was down 4 units, and then we sold no attached units in El Camino for the month of April. And then the range pricing for the properties sold were $745,000 to $911,000. Then we're going to jump into Walnut. Walnut was 9 over 9 in units active, so we didn't really see much of a change, but units sold 5 units versus 3 units. And then the average price $781,000 plus $906,000 up $125,000, up 16%. But with 3 units, that just doesn't say anything. And then there was no attached units, so the unit median pricing definitely changed on that. $718,000 versus $900,000, up $82,000 for plus 23%. But there were only 2 single families sold, and then we had 3 sell for the month of April. Basically 1%, kind of a push, and then down dramatic. It's 100% because there's no attached sold at all. And then the range pricing was $870,000 to $950,000, and then the highest priced property sold in Irvine was in Orchard Hills, $5,800,000, a 5-bedroom, 6-bath, 4-car garage, 6,700 square foot home on 11,200 square foot lot. Basically, I want to get a little bit into the numbers as to where we're at, but one of the things to touch base on is the Dow Jones. We had hit February 29,551. April we started at 21,227. And then the next day was our lowest for the month on April 2nd for 20,819. Ended up over 3,000 points up at 24,585. So, it's important to touch base on that and know exactly what we're doing and how we're doing things. And when we look at the Dow Jones, that definitely affects who we in turn are able to down payments from your 401ks or your other stocks and stuff that you have out there. Basically, the state of the union is we're very crazy right now. 20 million more filed for unemployment in the month of April. That added to the 13 million. So we're at 33 million in the last two months for people that filed for unemployment. It's around 12%. Things are down in Orange County for sales, and in Irvine. Orange County had its lowest sales in over a decade, about 12 years. So it's important that we take a look at the overall. The economy is iffy as to what's going on. A lot of businesses still closed down. But we look at the interest rates, they're at historic lows, under 3.25% for a 30-year fixed, 15 years under 2.75. Tremendous amount of people that are refinancing. We are in uncharted waters, though. As to what we're going to be doing and how we're going to get out of this thing. We will get out of it. We will get better, but it's going to take all of us together. We need to be safe. You need to be safe out there. Thanks for joining me today. Check out my other podcasts and YouTube videos. Kevin's Talkin Real Estate. Give me a call and see how I can help you with your real estate needs. I appreciate you joining me today.
Let's talk. We all know these are just market updates. Your home is unique. It depends upon what location you are, the track you're in, the condition of the property, how fast you want to sell it, what do you want to do with your property, how you want to get it done. I specialize in working with sellers like yourself that are looking to optimize the price and how fast we can get this property sold for you. I have the trades to be able to get you stuff done and turned in a matter of weeks versus months if you had a regular contractor doing this. We in turn know how to negotiate the best price. I know what people are going to ask for, what they want to have done. You can't do everything, but you can do the things that are going to get you the biggest bang for your buck. I realize that there's a lot of people out there, but I am one realtor that's going to be able to help you get it done in a timely manner, and choosing the right realtor can make you a lot of dollars and cents. Thanks for watching and listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.